Good morning, folks. Today we have the Commissioners Tournament on the table today for play games, and we're playing Hockey Blast right now. I am 2 periods into this hockey game, and as you can see, the score is Vancouver 2 and Seattle 1. If I take a look at the scoring here, Jaden Schwartz opened it up for Seattle. Vancouver got a power play goal from Brock Besser and another one from Brock Besser. Shots on goal right now are 19-23. I wrote down Mariners. I've been watching too much baseball lately. The Kraken is out shooting. Scoring chances in tight. Vancouver has 4 and Seattle has 3 as we go to the third period. As you can see, Seattle took a 5-minute major, and that was Essimont, and that's what allowed the Canucks to go into the power play. So we're just going to start right now and jump right in with this third period. Here we go from the face-off. We roll a 5, so that is going to be a visitor chance for the Vancouver Canucks, so it's going to go over to them, and their chance is going to go to a 3, which is going to be a 4-2-3. So Quinn Hughes has the puck, passes over to Connor Garland. The shot is going to be by Elias Pettersson. So if we count up the stars, we've got 1 here, 1 here, and 3 over here. They do not have that a power play to end it, so I'll just take that off. So we have a 5-star shot for Vancouver. As you can see, I'm using the cards that I used to create the game. My set, unfortunately, just like my Stratomatic cards, are stuck in Canada Post, so God knows when I'm going to get them. So here we go with a 5-star shot. And there's the shot by the Vancouver Canucks. It is in range on their first shot. So what I do on my score sheet is I mark down Vancouver with the first shot. If it's in range, I put a dot. And I think of that as a scoring chance. So it's going to be in range on Decor. And Decor, of course, is a 4. He's going to make the save. Huge stop there by Seattle to keep them in the hockey game. Puck is going to go over to Seattle, and we're going to change lines. These ones do not fit in Travis Jansen's trays, so that's why I'm not using Travis's trays for this particular hockey game. Here comes Seattle. They pick it up, they bring it out, and we roll an 8. And the trait we're looking for is a 4, which is hit. So we're going to Ice Blast, looking for hits. Vancouver has 1 here. Seattle has none. So Vancouver is going to take the puck away from Seattle. It'd be a Seattle turnover, and Vancouver is going to get momentum from that big hit. Vancouver picks up the puck, they bring it out, and we roll a 6. So we're looking at a zoom. We're going to look at player number 2 for Seattle and player number 4 for Vancouver, which is Tyler Myers. And the trait is 6, which is going to be a star. And for the traits, you can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 would be a star, as they're all in order according to the book. And Myers does not have a star, so that is going to be a Vancouver turnover. So it's still 2-1 in this hockey game. 4th line's coming out for each team. Here comes the dice roll, and we roll a 4. The 4 is going to be an odd man rush, and what we're looking at, number 5, does D5 have a block? Marcus Pettersson does not have the block, which is a square symbol, so it's going to be a shot for the Kraken. Chance for them to tie up this hockey game. 4th line is shooting, though. We roll a 7, so we got to roll that again, going to the secondary shot chart, and we have an 8, which is going to be a 2-1-5. So it is going to be... Now, Essimont got a 5-minute major, so I kicked him out of the game. So we're going to throw any of the top line guys. I think we'll put McCann there, so he'll be the 2. And the 1 will be Carte. And the 5, of course, is going to be Adam Larson. So we've got a 1-star and scissors and scissors. So it's a no-star shot. Here it comes. It is a 3. And that is going to be, does Vancouver have 2 squares on defense? They do not. So the rebound is going to go to 0-4. Seattle's going to get their rebound. It's going to go to Brandon Montour. So what I do is I rotate my guys. That was the last passer. So he goes there, he goes here, and Montour will be the shooter. And it is going to be a 2-star shot for Montour. Here comes the shot. He rolls a 3-4, so it's not in range, and it's going to be saved face-off. We got to change the lines. So we're just going to have a face-off here at center ice. Top lines come out for each team, and we roll a 7, so that is going to be a lull. And we're going to check off 3 things, and that would look like this as we played 6 minutes, and the momentum will go away in this hockey game. Here comes the face-off, and we roll a 5, so that is going to be a shot for the Vancouver Canucks. That is going to be Vancouver's second shot. So what I simply do is put it's their first one was here, their second one is here, and they're going to get a shot. And let's see what it's going to be. We roll a 6, so that is going to be a 3-2-1. So Pettersson has it, gives it to Garland. Garland over to Besser for the shot. We have 2 stars, 3 stars. It is going to be a 4-star shot for Vancouver. Here comes the shot. It is a 1. It is in range. And we're going to go the spectacular save chart. Decor only has 1 star on his spectacular save chart. So this could be a big chance for the Canucks. And we roll a 4. And a 4 is goalie. Can't get to it. He scores. So Vancouver, Brock Besser is going to pick up his 3rd goal of the hockey game here at the 7-minute mark. And it's going to give Vancouver a 3-1 lead. Brock Besser with a hat trick in this hockey game. Goal is going to come at 7:13. I just used the white die and the black die. And it's from Garland and Pettersson. That is the 3rd point for Connor Garland and the 3rd point for Brock Besser. And Vancouver now takes a 3-1 lead on the Seattle Kraken. Played 7 minutes in this hockey game. We got to rotate the lines, and we'll give Vancouver momentum. And here comes the face-off. From the draw, we roll a 6. So puck's going to go over to the Vancouver Canucks. They bring it out. We've got a 10. Do they have a square or a block? They do. So puck will go over to Seattle. Seattle steals it. We don't move the timer, and we get a 3. So now we're looking for who's got the most triangles. Nothing here. Vancouver has 2. They have momentum, so Suter will get that. They have 2. Seattle only has 1, so Vancouver's going to get another shot on net. It is their 3rd. And we roll a 10, so that is going to be a 4-1-2. So it's going to be Myers over to DeBrusk, over to Kiefer Sherwood. We got 1, 2 stars because of momentum. 3-star shot for Vancouver. Here it comes, and we roll a 4 and a 5 and 9. So it's going to be a save. It's going to go over to Seattle. Decord has played very well today, and the Kraken pick up the puck. They bring it out. We roll a 4. And for the 4, we're looking for a 3. So does the offensive player in spot number 3 have a down arrow? Chandler Steve. Oh, sorry. We should be right here. These are the lines that are out. Offensive player here have a down arrow. Shane Wright does have it. So Seattle's going to get their 3rd shot of the game. Here comes the shot by Seattle. It is a 6. So that is going to be a 3-2-1. So Wright over to Burakovsky. And Tolvanen's going to take the shot. We have 1. It's going to be a 2-star shot for Seattle. Looking to get back in this game. They do get it. It is 2. 5. Lankinen doesn't have it. We're going to go to spectacular save chart. Let's see if Lankinen can make the huge stop. It is a 2, which means goalie twists around, reaches out, and he's got it for an amazing save. So a big stop there by Lankinen on a spectacular save chance. And they're going to keep their momentum because of that save, and we got to rotate the lines. We have played 9 minutes of the 3rd period. It is 3-1 for the Vancouver Canucks. Here comes the face-off. We roll an 11. So Ratty and Hayden get thrown out of the draw. Taken it will be O'Connor and McCann. McCann's a 45. O'Connor's a 41. Here comes the face-off. It is a 9. It is going to be a home shot for Seattle. Here comes their fourth shot of the period. And we're going to roll a 6, so it's going to be a 3-2-1. So it's going to be Hayden over to, this time we'll rotate it. We'll give it to Chandler Stevenson and Kurtai. We used McCann last time, so we'll use Stevenson here and Kako the next time we come around if we do it. So the shot is nothing here, scissors, and 1 star, but they're going to lose the star because of scissors, so it's a no-star shot. And we roll an 8, so it's going to be a big save by Kevin Lankinen in the Vancouver net. And the puck is going to go over to the Canucks. We've got to rotate the lines. Top line comes out, Pettersson against Chandler Stevenson. We got a 7, so that is going to be a lull. So Vancouver will lose their momentum. And we check off 3 squares. So we've now played 13 minutes. Vancouver leads at 3-1. Power play being a key factor in this hockey game. Here we go from the face-off. We roll a 2. High face-off is going to pick it up. That is going to go over to Chandler Stevenson and the Seattle Kraken. They bring it out, and we roll another 7. So that is going to click off 3 more minutes. We've now played 16 minutes in this hockey game. We got 3 minutes left to go for Seattle to get something going. I think they're going to have to pull their goalie. Do they pull their goalie? I think we'll wait. We'll wait 1 minute because got a good chance of winning that face-off. Here come the draw. We roll a 6, and the visitor's going to win it. Oh, that's a drag, but we do have our double shift, so we can keep that line out. Vancouver's got the puck. They bring it out, and we roll a 3. Now we're looking for whoever has the most amount of triangles. We have 2 for Seattle and 2 for Vancouver, but Seattle's going to get the shot because they're the home team. They're going to get the tiebreaker. So here comes the shot for the Kraken, and it is a 4, so it is going to be a 1-3-4. So McCann over to Stevenson. Taking the shot is former Regina Pat Riker Evans. So we've got 2 stars, cut it half, and it's going to be a 1-star shot for Riker Evans. Here comes the shot. It is a 2-4. So it is going to be a rebound coming out to player in position number 1, which is going to be Jared McCann. So McCann is going to get the rebound, and that is going to be a 2-star shot on the rebound for McCann. And he has it. It is a 1-star shot and 2 on the rebound. And Lankinen does not have anything on the rebounds. And Seattle has tied this hockey game. The huge goal at 17-12. So Seattle, their second goal at 17-12. It is going to be Jared McCann putting it in from former... Actually, both are former Regina Pats. Chandler Stevenson and Riker Evans. Both Regina Pats are going to get the assists. And we're going to double shift. I think we're going to rotate the D-men, but double shift the forwards so they will stay out there. And I think they are going to... We have another Regina Pat out there too. Jordan Everly. That was my first year with the Pats where we drafted Jordan. We're going to bring out Jaden Swartz, who played in Notre Dame as Bantam Hockey. And we're going to pull the goalie for Seattle. It is 3-2 Vancouver. And we have 2 minutes to play in the hockey game. Goal was scored at 17:58. Here we go from the faceoff. Seattle trying to tie this game, putting it into overtime. We roll a 10. And man advantage wins the faceoff. So Seattle has the puck. They're trying to tie this hockey game late in Seattle, and they also get momentum for scoring that goal. Here comes the roll. We roll a 10. It is going to be a turnover. It's going to go over to Vancouver. Here come the Canucks. They're going to roll, and we roll a 10. That is going to be a turnover, but because it's 2 5s, it's going to be a Seattle breakaway. So now here comes the Kraken with a breakaway chance. Let's see who's going to get it. We roll a 6, so that is a 3-2-1. 3-2-1. So McCann has 2, 3, a 5-star shot. Seattle trying to tie it late. They get it. and it is a 4, so they're in range. So that's an in-range shot on Lankinen, but Lankinen is going to make the save. He's got 4 stars. Goalie in the net says ping off the post, scramble in front. 0-3 is going to get the rebound shot. So if it was versus an empty net, it would have been the square. Vancouver would have taken it back, but because the goalie is in the net, they're not going to get the square. 0-3 is going to get the rebound shot. So shot number 8 coming up for Seattle. It is going to be Chandler Stevenson getting the rebound shot. And it is going to be a 2-star shot for Chandler Stevenson. Here comes the shot. It is a 2. And Lankinen doesn't have anything on the rebounds. The Seattle Kraken have come out of nowhere to tie this hockey game up. 18-minute mark, their third goal. 18:22, the time of the goal. Chandler Stevenson will tie it up for the Seattle Kraken from McCann and Kako. And what a comeback by the Seattle Kraken. Gonna have to change the lines. They will keep their momentum, and this game could be going into overtime. Grab a drink of coffee here. And we're all tied up at 3-3. 2 late goals by Seattle, forcing this into overtime. We roll an 8. The puck is going to go over to the Seattle Kraken. They get control of the face-off, and we roll a 5. Possible penalty, but there's no penalty in the last 3 minutes. So you're going to go to momentum, and momentum is Seattle. So Seattle keeps the puck, and we roll an 8. It's going to be an ice blast, and we're looking for 3, which is power. And Vancouver has 1, 2. Seattle, whoa, they got a bunch of small guys out there. They do not have power. So that will be a Seattle turnover, and we are going to overtime, folks. I think we're going to play 3-on-3 just to end the game a little bit quicker rather than regulation overtime. So I'll set up for 3-on-3 overtime. I like to have a square out. So we're going to put Larson with Stevenson and McCann. On the second unit, Dunn is going to be between Schwartz and Beniers. And on the third unit, we've got Alexiak and Eberle. And I think, actually, we're going to put Kako out. Kako's got 3. Actually, you know what? We're going to put Jordan Eberle. He's a Regina Pat. The Pats are a huge factor in the last one. I like to keep the squares up. I'm going to move Dunn up for the... it has the forechecking symbol there. That's going to go off. For Vancouver, again, same strategy. Try and keep a square with each of the units. Hronik's going to go in the middle. We're going to let DeBrusk play with Suter. And it is going to be Garland on the last one. We're going to use Bluger for his face-off. And Connor Myers will come out. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So the special rules in 3-on-3 overtime is the scissors are going to be ignored, and you're going to add 2 to every shot. So scissors on the assists are ignored, and we're going to add 2 to every shot. So hopefully I'll remember that while the game's on. We'll bring the goalies in tighter, and here we go. We're going to 3-on-3 overtime. And the bottom of my sheet, I'm just going to use a grayed out section for this. And here we go, folks. Should be exciting. From the face-off, number 9, it's home gets it, and they get an immediate play. So Seattle is going to get the first shot in overtime. Why wouldn't this be wild if they do it? 7, I rolled a 7, so we're going to have to go to the secondary play. And for the secondary play, I rolled a 10. So the shot is going to go 0-3 with no assist. Oh, tough break. 0-3 with no assist. And that is going to be a 2-star shot. Remember, we add 2 for all shots in 3-on-3. So it's going to be a 2-star stop, star shot, and we're going to shoot. It's a 6 and a 3. It's a 9. Goalie absorbs the shot with his body, drops to the corner for a new line. So we got to change the line, and Vancouver now has the puck. 5-minute overtime. Here comes DeBrusk with Suter. Bring it out. We got a 6. So we're looking at an ice blast. We're going to be comparing... ice blast. We're looking at traits. Number 5 is going to be smart. We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Since Seattle is the home team, they will get the tiebreaker. So that is going to be a turnover by Vancouver. Puck goes over to Seattle, and the third line comes out. Here comes a 6. And again, it's an ice blast. This time we're going to be comparing stars. Vancouver has 1. Seattle has nothing. So that will be a Seattle turnover. As we move into the 4th minute in 3-on-3, puck goes over to Vancouver. They got their top guys coming out. It is going to be an 8. This time is another ice blast. We're looking for smart. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is going to be a Vancouver turnover. Looks like we're heading to a shootout. Go on to the next line. Larson, Beniers, and Schwartz coming out. We get a 12. Oh, it is going to be a spectacular save chance. What a way to end overtime. Seattle's second shot on Lankinen. Lankinen's got to come up with a spectacular save. We roll a 5, and 5 reads 4 stars or better. He makes an unbelievable stop, and Lankinen is going to make an unbelievable stop, and we are going to go to a shootout. So a shootout is going to end this hockey game, folks. So here we go. We're going to go to the back, and we're going to use the shootout playbook on the back of the game. And I'll just put these guys maybe in order. What is shootout again? It's 3 guys, correct? Yeah, it's 3 players. So first 3 shooters for Vancouver will be DeBrusk, Besser, DeBrusk, and maybe we'll go with Suter. And Pedersen, Garland, Quinn Hughes, and see what else we've got here. We'll use some of the subs that are off. For Seattle, we're going to use Schwartz, McCann, Everly, Wright, Matty Beniers, and then we'll see what else we got here for the Kraken after the first 3 shooters. So up first, Seattle is going to shoot first. It is going to be Jaden Schwartz taking the first shot. And here we go. So Seattle and Vancouver, just going to mark them with X's. Schwartz is going to take the first shot. Here we go. I'll roll it maybe right on here. We get an 8 on the first shot. And 8 reads kicked out with the pad, a last-second save. So Seattle does not score. Schwartz does not put it in for the Kraken. We're going over to Brock Besser. Here comes Vancouver. Brock Besser with the chance, and we roll an 8. Kicks it out. Another big leg save, and Besser is robbed. He cannot be used. We're going to go back to Jared McCann. Here comes McCann. We roll a 4. It is a goal. A shooter beats a goalie low on the stick side. Jared McCann puts it in. Seattle takes the lead here in the shootout, and it goes over to Jake DeBrusk. Here comes DeBrusk for Vancouver. It is an 8. And again, Decor makes a huge, big pad save. And Jordan Eberle can end it all if he can score on Kevin Lankinen. Here comes Jordan Eberle. He's going to shoot. We got a 6. Oh, what a spectacular glove save by Lankinen. So Pius Suter must score for the Vancouver Canucks. Here comes the shot by Suter. He shoots. It is a 3. Last second adjustment keeps the puck from crossing the line. It is saved. This game is all over, folks. The Seattle Kraken are going to win it in a shootout after a glorious comeback. The last 3 minutes, Seattle scores twice to tie. They win it in the shootout. And that is the Commissioner's game. The Seattle Kraken will be moving on to the next round. Hope you enjoyed that, everyone. That was fun.